Well, here we are sitting on the porch again, and we have a lot of reading to get through this
You're
afternoon.
ambitious.
I'm kidding, I'll spare you that. But it is beautiful to be outdoors, and thank you for the lovely spring flowers.
It was a joy to pick them. I'm just surrounded by ladybugs and parrots and...
You fit right in.
Thanks.
No. And as beautiful as it is to sit here and enjoy this moment, we also know that there's a lot happening around the world. We really are in amazing times. We hear, of course, so many things from the war in Ukraine, the ongoing suffering there. And then in the UK, where they're laying to rest Queen Elizabeth II and all that her reign has meant for her people and for so many around the world. So there's lots to think about. But we thought we'd just stick a little closer to home today and reflect on something we've been pondering, and that is, if Aristotle is in fact right, if by nature we are social animals, we people, why is it that so often, as Mother Teresa puts it, it's easier to love those who are far away than it is to love those we're closest to?
It's such a great question, because I think so often when we think of someone across the world who needs our help, it's easier to send that or think of it or write a check. But it's much more difficult to love the people in our home who can be annoying sometimes, or are hurting or awkward or...
Sure, but why do you think that is? I mean, we can extrapolate our experiences and know that people around the world are probably equally annoying and awkward.
Because we don't have to see them and we don't have to live with them.
And we want to be altruistic and be do-gooders?
I think so.
Surely not.
Well,
that's our motive?
I think it takes a lot more work to love somebody who's right in your space day in, day out.
And we've also been reflecting on the words of Dietrich Bonhoeffer in Life Together, where he writes that the person who loves their dream of community will end up destroying community. The person who loves people will build community. And I think you could replace family for community if you wanted to.
Or spouse or coworker. Anybody around us who we want them to be a certain way, act a certain way, and they don't live up to that standard or that expectation, then we end up hurting them because we're not actually entering into their reality and living alongside of them. Yeah, and if you actually just love someone, then you're saying, I accept you how you are, and I'm going to love you. And that often takes place around the table or at the home or sport or, you know, just listening to somebody.
Even if you've just mopped the floor and they waltz in with muddy feet, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's love. And I think that's when true community can be built, or true love can be built, is around the genuine day-to-day difficulties.
Here comes Monday. You know,
same person, and that really frustrating
back
colleague.
in our grill with the same bad breath and the same attitude, right? I mean, like, that's the real deal, and that's actually why I have the Brothers Karamazov, Dostoevsky's amazing novel, in front of us. And I'm just going to read one little paragraph. The speaker is the elder Zosima, a very much beloved monk, speaking to a lady who was in real inner turmoil, asking for his advice. And he told her the following: active love is a harsh and fearful thing compared with love in dreams. Love in dreams thirsts for immediate action, quickly performed, and with everyone watching. Indeed, it will go as far as the giving even of one's life, provided it does not take long but is soon over, as on stage, and everyone is looking on and praising. Whereas active love is labor and perseverance, and for some people perhaps a whole science.
Yeah, wow.
So that distinction between, you know, the one and done glorious deed, the vision that we have of ourselves, of saving the day, of doing something kind or worthy.
And active love demands that we enter into daily messiness.
Yeah, getting our hands dirty, getting in the trenches.
And bearing with people who have annoying habits, and remembering that we also have annoying habits that other people have to bear with.
And I love how Dorothy Day, the great Catholic champion of the poor, said that it's people who are important, not the masses. And people we meet one at a time.
And I think community, which she was very familiar with,
of course,
draws that contrast out in sharp ways, because you're nearby people, we're entering into each other's lives the whole time. But any kind of community, whether it's a family, whether it's a school, whether it's a neighborhood, brings out those things in other people that we wish weren't there. And yeah, to love people in general is easy, but to love them in specific, it's a lot more challenging.
So how do we actually do this?
Yeah, any ideas?
Easy to sit here and talk about it, to dream and scheme.
Yeah.
I guess I would say that for us, a big point is that we try to start each day with that intentionality, that today is going to be a day where we try to place others' needs above our own and go about our work and our tasks with, a service-oriented mindset and, holding in prayer those that need it most. And also remembering that even as we may feel like there are people in our space that we need to shower with special love because they deserve it, they may feel the same way toward us, and then some.
Well, and I think also starting each day, and if you need to, several times over, with gratitude, because then you're, even that person that you're finding hard to love in that moment, if you come in it from a place of gratitude, it really helps. And also trying to just understand, what is this person going through right now? And how can I walk alongside whatever they're going through?
And I think in the end, our friendship and our love is really the gift that we bring and can give. We're not really put here to change each other, to create people in our own image. Each person is already created in the image of God, and it is our job and our privilege to respect that and to help every person to really shine in that way.
Yeah, and that's what I really love about this book, because Dostoevsky really reminds us in every page to see each other as image bearers and bring that out in each other in daily life.
So I guess, it's really that simple. That's our thought for the week, that, dreams are great. We can get inspiration from them, but ultimately, if we want to get something done, we have to wake up. We have to be awake and present. And certainly, if we want to communicate the love that we have for other people and show that to them in deeds, then we have to be actively present.
Yeah, and so often that means we have to put our little ideas of what we want to do in that moment aside and enter into somebody else's joy or suffering and create community by showing love.
And if autumn is upon you, God bless you. Enjoy the fall colors.
Pumpkin spice.
And here we are going to keep reveling in our spring.
Yes, we are.
And we will catch up with you again very soon.
Talk again very soon.
Bye for now. We should start a GoFundMe page. See if somebody can get us a new... How does this even work?
No, just stop opening it up.